the leader in HD. This is 12 News Today.
City of Phoenix is randomly testing police officers for steroids. Federal investigation has begun into a steroid ring that may involve officers. The DEA confirms it gave Phoenix PD names from doctors it's also investigating.
Well, steroid scandals are making headlines more often these days. The Phoenix Police Department, pro wrestler Chris Benoit, cyclist Floyd Landis, and baseball player Barry Bonds, they have all been in the news for their alleged involvement with steroids. So joining us this morning is Dr. David Carfagno from Scottsdale Sports Medicine. Thanks for coming back again. First off, I want to talk about this investigation. When we're talking about doctors who may have illegally given these officers anabolic steroids, what are the consequences of that? And I'm also wondering, how can steroids impair someone's ability to do their job?
Well, if given in the wrong reasons, there are medical indications and most of our performance enhancement indications that are used by the public. If used illegally, it's similar to drug trafficking, and they can lose their license and face imprisonment and a hefty fine. So some of the reasonings behind that is because it is a Schedule III narcotic drug. And they can impair the ability of someone's ability to perform any profession, making judgments on their medical conditions. So that's why there is such a hefty fine involved.
Now, when we're talking about the sports world, though, because again, so many names in the news a lot lately, I'm wondering, do you think that there's enough that's being done? Because there are some crackdowns, but is it enough, and what should be done?
Well, and it depends on the different career that you're dealing with. You talk in the sports world, you talk about the random screening and the drug screening. They have a limited budget that allows them to do the screening, and it is very expensive. It would cost millions of dollars to do a random screening nationwide. So that's the main constraint I think that you're seeing. And I think looking at the police force and law enforcement, they're trying to find ways to deal with that, and that's a challenge for them. So and once they figure that out, I think that's going to be a little bit easier to screen for.
Let's talk about the long-term side effects.
Long-term side effects, short-term wise, you see the psychiatric component, the mania, the roid rage that you may have seen in the media recently, long-term use of depression, and the mood swings. We talk about other systems of the body, talk about the heart disease, high blood pressure, cholesterol problems, menstrual irregularities, male pattern baldness in both men and women. And so we're seeing a lot of those changes. Overtly, we'll see them in young kids, unfortunately, too. You'll see body mass size and change as well.
I was just going to mention that too. I know we've done some Arizona's Children's Stories together, and kids as young as 14 have been using steroids. In your practice, how young have you seen them?
I've seen in the literature anywhere from 5 to 10% of any high school age student has tried, and that's been repeated a number of different times. So that's quite a bit of high school students nationwide.
That is troubling. Dr. Carfagno, always great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Scott, over to you.